Commander Jeff Locke in the middle of all of this with Ford CEO Mark Fields and his take on this entire mess.
Does Ford have a plan if there were to be a 9/11 style attack? I mean, these attacks are bad, but you know what happened in 9/11. Do you have a plan for how you operate under those circumstances?
Well, in terms of any time there's a crisis that affects our business operating, of course we have contingency plans to be able to continue to operate the business. But also when you have if you have an event like that which impacts the economy, what we talked about even yesterday, we talked about the fact that the business improvements that we've made since 08 and 09, we want to be very fit that when the next downturn comes, we can't predict when that will happen, that we will still be able to run efficiently, run profitably, be able to continue to pay our dividend, and we think the improvements that we've made since then will allow us to do that.
On the subject of the business, jobs elsewhere has become a big issue in this presidential campaign, and I know you've communicated with one of the presidential contenders on this topic. The notion that there would be a tariff on any vehicle, they say, I've been at a speech with Mr. Trump who has said, Ford wants to take their jobs to Mexico, that's fine, but I'm going to charge them 35% for every vehicle they bring back into this country. He also says he's going to cut corporate taxes. Is there a way to make that calculus work as a positive?
Well, there's a lot of hypotheticals in there, what may or may not happen. I think, overall, first and foremost, we're a multinational company, and it's important that we remain a competitive multinational company and leverage our manufacturing facilities around the world. At the same time, we are very proud of what we do to contribute to economic development here in the United States. And since 2011, we've invested over $10 billion into our facilities here. We've hired 25,000 people here in the U.S. We've invested 80% of our capital expenditures across all of North America are done here in the U.S. 97% of our engineering is done here in the U.S. We export over 400,000 vehicles a year around the world. So we are very proud of what we do, and we've committed over the next 4 years to invest another $9 billion.
You have tried to communicate that. Do you have any reason to believe that that message is getting through, given the speeches that continue to be made about slapping tariffs on imports?
Well, the only thing we can do is when we're asked questions like this is we keep restating the facts. And, facts are stubborn things, and at the end of the day, we're going to keep stating them.
New topic, connectivity of your vehicles. We see what Apple is going through right now with the government and the sharing of personal information. You are becoming a computer on wheels company. What's your take on that? Do you foresee a day when the government would come to you and say, Ford, produce this private information or come up with a new system to extract information that we need for a terrorist investigation? Would you comply?
Well, overall, when even today, when let's say there's an accident, and we have black boxes on the vehicles. If we're served, with legal papers to give that to whoever, of course we always comply with the law. But in the case of the privacy of customers' data, the privacy of our customers' data, we take that very, very seriously. We want to be trusted stewards of that data, and we want to protect it. So clearly, if anybody came to us and said we needed for you to do some engineering to get access to data that otherwise we don't have, we would have concerns with that, but that's why we're watching the Apple situation very closely.
It could have a huge impact on your business.
It could. We just have to see how it plays out and understand what impact it may have on our business.